Well, hello everybody. Welcome to a project that we're calling Psalm a Day. You have indeed come to the right place, and this video is to tell you who I am, what Psalm a Day is, and what the goal is, or what the goals are. So first of all, yes, my name is Kevin Short, and it's my honor to actually be here to actually read the Psalms. I'll get to that in a second. So just a kind of a little bit of an introduction. What's happening in the world? Well, just to tell you that the date that I'm recording this on is May. What are we now? May 10th. And right now in my neck of the woods, many of you are listening in pretty much the same area I'm taping this from is in the San Francisco Bay Area. What's been happening in the last couple of months, it seems like a lot longer than that, is that we've been sheltering in place for the past couple of months. And what that means is that many businesses are shut down. Many of us are asked to stay in our own homes. Why is that? Well, it's because this thing called COVID-19. It's a coronavirus. It's a virus that is quite infectious, and it has a high rate of death, unfortunately. So we're all here at home, and what that has resulted in is it's a lot of pain for a lot of people. First of all, the obvious thing is that many people have actually suffered from it. Many more people have been in fear of catching it. So if you go to the grocery store or you go wherever, lots of people having to wear masks and whatnot. So there's a lot of fear of the virus. Many people have lost jobs. Many people have been thrown out of work and so on. And of course, last but not least, many people have lost their lives. In this area, much more so in others. Or many people know people that have lost their lives. Or have almost lost their lives, recovered, but only just, if you will. So there's this thing going on at the moment, and if you look at what we're going through, many people are kind of mourning the loss of their old lives, or wondering what to do with their lives that they are going through right now, looking for meaning. They're looking for answers. If you're a Christian, you're going to cry out to God. You're going to ask God, why are you allowing all this suffering? Why are you allowing me to suffer? You're looking for answers, and you're looking for direction. If you're not a Christian, or in fact, if you are a Christian, you're most likely at home and you're looking to fill your time. Many people I know are looking for stuff to watch on the TV, stuff to do at home, all sorts of diversions and so on. And for many of us, really what it amounts to is going back to this. Right here, all the answers and all the appeals and everything goes back to the Bible. And that's why we're here. We're here, I'm here recording this because I think with my friend Wilfred Smith, thank you to him for proposing this project in the first place. We're here to perhaps go back to the Bible and ask God, what are you doing at this time? If we don't know the answers, we can just listen to the Psalm a day, so one Psalm a day. Maybe we can go back to our pastors, email our churches, ask, what does this mean? What this guy with the funny accent has to say about Psalm 2 or Psalm 3. All you'll hear me talk about, and that's going on to my second thing, the Psalm a Day project. All you'll hear me say for the next several weeks and months is just a recitation of one Psalm a day. I'm not going to be sitting here and doing some kind of a Bible study. That's up to you, and I'll get to that in a second. So what are the goals? Well, the first goal is to read one Psalm a day and spend the next 4 months doing it. So this being early, middle May, I'm going to be we're going to be sending out one psalm a day, and if you guys choose to listen to it, awesome. It's for you to actually kind of listen to that and contemplate what it means. Is this psalm worship? Is this psalm a song? Is it is it crying out to God and asking God, why are you doing this? If you have the chance to do that, go ahead and think about what it is that you're reading. Do they speak to you now? Each of these psalms speak to every one of us in different ways. So think about whether these psalms that you're listening to and watching me read, do they speak to you? And if you are unhappy at the moment, and many of us are, or we're perhaps really discombobulated, perhaps we're kind of uncertain of what the future is, it's up to you, it's up to me to tell God that. And we can find out through the writers of these psalms how they did it. How did they reach out to God and ask God what He intended for them at that time? And if you're wanting to ask God for help, those things are going to be in the Psalms. So we can maybe see again how the writers ask for the help. If we're thankful, perhaps we're thankful that God has indeed protected you, me, so far in this pandemic, or perhaps some illness, or He's protected you in your job, or has protected something. Then these kind of words of thanks are also in the Psalms. So there's a bunch of praise psalms in here. The third goal, or I should say the second goal, that was the first goal. The second goal is to go to your church website. Right at the moment, many of us, in fact most of us, are not actually allowed to physically go to our own churches. And what a lot of us do is to go online and to watch our pastor maybe give the message or whatever. So a lot of us know how to contact our churches. If we're not actually a believer, chances are we're not going to church. And so if you watch me talking about these psalms in Psalm a Day, then it's your goal, this goal number 2, to go out there and find out where your local church is and ping them with a message. Say you saw this Psalm a Day and you felt the need to ask questions about what this particular psalm meant, and send out that message to your pastors or to that church pastor. The third goal is to repeat goal 2. So basically, this is a circular thing. So we're going to be listening, I guess, or watching me recite these psalms once a day, and just do goal 2, do goal 3, and keep turning the circle again and again and again. The final thing just to mention is that it would be great to know whether you have any feedback for this project. You might see me in a variety of different locations. Right now I'm in a room in our house that we're in right here, but you might see me in the garden, in the yard over there, or in different places. You might have some feedback on the content. What is it that you're listening to? Maybe there's some improvements. Something. Whatever platform you're watching this on, please put some comments in on the bottom. Keep it clean. Be an encouragement to me if you would. But feedback, please. That would be awesome. So that's the end of this introductory video. I haven't even recorded the first psalm yet, so it'll be an encouragement to me if you give me some feedback and get me encouraged to keep recording the rest of these psalms. So let's go into this project together. It's, as I say, it's beginning to the middle of May, and the deal here is to get this thing done by early to mid-September. So, all right, see you on the next video.